Hi.
Glad to have you on. This is another one of the companies that I've come to know since I joined Plug and Play last year. I think this is one of the first companies I met, and I've seen them kind of progress through our ecosystem, and I think they're absolutely fabulous. But again, I need to set the bar low so so Stefan can exceed expectations. But Automation Hero combines RPA with AI to form a true end-to-end intelligent process automation. I think we're seeing an evolution from RPA to robotic process automation to intelligent process automation. So they want to automate easy or complex, repetitive and time-consuming tasks for knowledge workers. And they've got their own proprietary deep learning-based intelligent OCR, dark data extraction, intent detection, amongst many others. And they've also actually released their own kind of recent process mining functionality, if I remember correctly, earlier this year. And this is really interesting because you don't depend on third-party vendors. You really are trying to be the end-to-end solution. And you clearly, I mean, from what I've seen, you've been getting a lot of traction in our financial services space within InsurTech. Now you're in the InsurTech batch. So Stefan, I'll let you take it from here. Please introduce yourself and kick it off.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much for allowing us to present here. We really appreciate the opportunity. Quick background, we are Automation Hero, we're 3 years old. That isn't our first rodeo here. I was founder of a big data platform called Hadoop that turned into a $150 billion business. Was the lead architect for the Apple iPhone backend, and then my last company, Data processes 80% of all financial transactions in the United States. But 3 years ago, kind of me and some of my best folks really left because we wanted to make data more actionable and really like move from data insights to actionable data. And here we are. We're seeing phenomenal early success here. Basically, we're already automating a quarter of all US insurance customer interactions. Can't tell or say the customer, but based on market ownership. So we also already got recognized from Gartner. We're very thankful for that. But really what we observe with our customers is that they're hitting a wall with traditional RPA, especially as they're thinking of implementing this notion of hyper automation, bringing all the different tools together. It takes just an awful amount of time to bring the OCR, the AI, the user experience piece, the user in the loop, the data integration together. So our mission is really building that end-to-end platform, as you already perfectly outlined, and therefore really focus on time to automation and quickly getting things out. Most recent research by Stanford showed that every 3.5 months, AI models double their performance. And we really want to give any kind of company the opportunity to quickly improve their business processes, because it's a really tough environment right now. So we built our product around this notion of a business process cycle. You always have humans, you always have documents. These might be PDFs or images that need to be turned into structured data, or you might have emails, as mentioned and asked before, where you want to extract structured data out of completely unstructured, again, emails, or maybe even legal documents. You always have some sort of workflow. If the insurance claim is above $1,000, this is what we want to do. If it's below $1,000, this is what we want to do. Of course, you need to integrate into other business processes, into IT systems, and hopefully, you use insights to continuously improving your business process. Or, of course, as we heard earlier in a great presentation, even get insights, what you even should automate. So our products aligns around that notion, that continuous improvement cycle, if you will, as well. We have capabilities to bring the user into the loop. I will show you in a second. We have best OCR in the market around forms and handwritten. We're extremely good with handwritten documents and forms, but also unstructured data. Our AI studio allows us to do text classification, for example, understand what is the intent of an email. Is it a quote request, is it a complaint, or extract dark data such as, hey, my address changed. What is the new address? Extracting that structured data. We have a no code environment to really visually click together your business process. we have that capability to integrate into even mainframe systems and such, and the ability, of course, again, to monitor that all in a visual way to continuously improve. So if we double click a little bit more on that, our platform actually runs on-prem with a lot of our financial service customers, or in the cloud. That's your choice. Military grade reliable. I don't use that really lightly, but you hear my background. You can have 10 machines cut the wire and still the two environments continue to work and reconnect, and you have zero data loss. So it's something we really focused on, especially in financial services. It's absolutely important and imperative that there's no misprocessing or data loss. We have traditional RPA. If you're lucky, has 60% success rate. Again, for us, this is really important. Really easy integration, even in mainframe. Actually, in fact, our application even runs on mainframe. We had a $60 billion German insurance that required us to make that happen, work with IBM on that. So if you still have Power PC architecture, no problem to run on that, or really easily integrate to copybooks or other bus databases, what have you. Beyond that, we speak to pretty much every data source. If it's data lakes, if it's Oracle Financial or SAP, Salesforce, any kind of SQL or NoSQL database. We can do streaming, we can do batch processing. You can build your own connector, so very powerful integration, usually point and click. We do go for a more process mining approach. Earlier we heard about task mining, where people observe the screen. We, partly European company, you picked that up from my accent, I'm sure. So we very concerned about like GDPR things. So we go into the back end. We basically just need to know the who, the what, the when, and then can create a digital clone of your business process. One really amazing thing here though, as we basically build your process visualization from your last 2 years of data, with just a couple clicks, you can turn this into an AI model, into a deep learning model. So for example, if the last 5 years you manually did an underwriting decision, you can, with a few clicks, create a deep learning model that is basically then training from the historical data and use that in an automation. So from institutional knowledge to AI models with a few clicks. Visual environment to build your deep learning models, visual environment to build these flows, your automation, 250 functions built in, very easy to extend as well. The ability to bring users into the loop through what we call Robin, a personification of automation as a personal assistant. Many people call it Alexa for enterprise. Very easy point and click as well. And again, extremely strong around handwritten OCR for forms, or even unstructured documents such as power of attorney documents, signature identification, comparison, all that kind of thing, also point and click. And then the beauty is to bring this all together in a cohesive platform, massive, scalable, super secure, and really focused on citizen developers, citizen data scientists. Yeah, and that's really our platform. Looking forward to show you a little bit more. Sorry, it was very compressed and I spoke really fast, but happy to take some questions.
No, that was great. But maybe I've seen you quite a few times, so I understand it. But Stefan, a quick question for you. Since you are an end-to-end platform, some might say that, are you really good at each of those things versus someone who specializes in that? So if I was to ask you, what's your number one, what's your best capability or feature within Automation Hero? It's great you have everything, but what's that number one feature that customers love?
Yeah, really getting the job done, right? This is the important thing. You can spend years of trying to duct tape together best of breed products that maybe get you 3% better accuracy in a certain thing. First of all, it is very simple for us to integrate any kind of other AI platform or OCR platform through APIs, or we can even run them as functions in our platform. So if there's already some investment in any platform, or it is absolutely critical to shape off another couple %. But the reality is, you spend, just evaluating software costs you at least $100,000 with all your people involved, with IT and so on. So what we really see, there's just a massive ROI. First of all, obviously, if you buy 5 tools versus 1, there's a massive difference in what you invest. And then again, if you do the math for these big insurances we work for, we're talking millions of dollars bringing the automation into the production environment, now, or, just a couple months later. So really the benefit is the time that you save, completely compliant for GDPR and HIPAA and so on, have that available right now. And then, again, if you choose to improve things, you can just upload a greatly trained AI model that's a little bit better instead of using ours. That's totally fine.
Got it. Thanks a lot for your time. And anyone, if you want to reach out to Automation Hero, if you haven't filled out the poll, if you weren't able to, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll provide it at the end of the presentation. But thanks a lot.